Welcome back, everybody. Today, we see we got all our stuff out already. Our customer is about to pull up with his Buick right now. We will be doing the front suspension, because the front suspension shot, the transmission mount, and the rear strut mounts on the back, because this thing is having a vibration when you drive down the road. So we took a look under his vehicle and found all those things to be cracked or worn out. So we will be replacing that today and showing you guys how to do it. Alrighty, let's see, what size is it? So yeah, we got this thing up in the air. We took off the 15mm strut bolts off the top. There's a 10 millimeter holding this in here to get that out of the way. But these things are really tight. They're 13/16. Sorry, yeah, they're 13/16. I just had an adapter and shattered it right in half, so we're trying straight up, 1/2 inch. Hopefully this one doesn't break, but in case it does, we're filming this time. You know, content. Shattered your socket. Cracked it right on the side. Well, we might need to go get 3/4 drive. So, we are on the road to go get tools because all our stuff is broken. So hopefully they have a 13/16 and 3/4 drive, because that won't break. And also, I'm going to try to get a little extension for 3/4 drive and a impact gun if they have it, because, oh, and also some PB blaster. I'm not feeling too optimistic about getting these out because they didn't budge. Didn't budge one bit. But hopefully with them soaking in some like PB blaster for about 5-10 minutes, they'll come loose. And if that don't work, the impact will hopefully do its job. Hopefully. We went to maybe it's coming out to oh, it's coming out, 3/4 breaker bar with extension coming out. We getting it out today. Let's go look through the parts that he got.
No, I'm gonna need you. Shit.
Fair enough.
Cause if I do that shit by myself, man.
Fair enough. We want to
that jack ends up going fucking down. Well, for that, I gotta go.
What do you mean? You drank all the beer?
Yeah.
You drank all of it already?
A beer.
What's that? It broke up. So it turns out we didn't need any of that. All we needed to do was beat the shit out of the bolt because it's pressed in here at the end. And once we did that, you can see it came out. And you get yours over there? Keep smacking. Then you got two 10mm to take off the brake cable brackets here and here. And then the whole strut should come out. How's it going over there?
That does not want to come out.
Put the nut on there? There you go. One strut removed. And I think we might need the boot on this one because the new ones did not come with a boot.
The boot comes off.
They didn't even come with a mounting plate up top either, so I think we gotta take all that off. That's weird.
No, it's actually pretty normal.
So we got a Allen wrench to work, 15/16 socket to hold it. And then we got it back in with a screwdriver just holding it in case this thing pops. I don't think it's under that much tension, but just in case. He's got half a thread left, so. Standing behind Jose too. What the fuck? Here you go, get a nice close-up of this thing. there you go. And that's why you do it like that. Now you can put all that stuff on your new strut. No, it does. Alright, so we got it apart. Huh? 4%. It's more than that. We mounted the top strut mount back up because you can leave that up. There's an insulator here. Insulator on the old one you gotta take off, and then the strut boot to cover up the strut.
Alright, so we're doing something pretty much sketchy. So normally you get a hydraulic press it down, put the nut in, right? We're improvising. Ratchet straps.
Cheap ratchet straps.
Harbor Freights. As you can see,
we've broken a few times already.
we kind of went through a couple of numbers.
Broken. Well, we're almost there. We can almost compress it. I'm touching the top of the nut right there with only like half of my fingertip. So we're going to try to get a third one on here, pull it down just a little bit, and then we can get the nut on and call it a day for one.
Don't do this at home, kids.
I mean, you can do it at home.
Don't do it
at your own risk.
Don't do it at home.
So you got the stopper where the spring's supposed to be, and then this faces the same direction as the spring down here. So this needs to turn to here, but we're just trying to get the nut on, and then we can spin it after that. That's where we're at now. So we'll update you once we get this nut on, which should be shortly. Almost fell over. All right, we got it in, guys. So we had a lot of straps on this thing. We'll have a picture posted in there for that. And then we finally got it up and in. Bolts are all in, 10 bolts for the brake cables. I'm about to put this tire on, and we're gonna go to the other side. And then everything's up here. So we're Gucci. We got the other one done, everybody. So we ended up having to use 4 straps, similar to the other one. And then we also, what we did, we used a pair of big channel locks to compress the springs, and then we got the ratchet straps a lot tighter. And it's like 9 o'clock at night. It's been 13 hours today, everybody, but we got them done. The lesson of this day is don't buy them not fully assembled, because otherwise you'll be spending hours outside. Use 3/4 now. Welcome back. We're here 14 hours later, and we are still not done with this thing. I just, for shits and giggles, decided to look into coolant reservoir, because, you know, it's always good to check your fluids. And it looks like that. That is a no-go. That looks like straight mud. So this thing has no coolant in it. Squeeze the hose for the channel. You should be able to hear some noise. That's nothing but air escaping through the radiator. There's no fluids in here whatsoever. And then it gets worse. It gets worse, guys. There's no oil on the dipstick at all. This thing, I don't know how it hasn't blown up, because we took this thing for a test drive yesterday. And this man drives this. I don't know how this thing hasn't grenaded yet. It's got no coolant, no oil. This thing is a champion right here. But yeah, we're waiting on a response for the owner to see what he wants to do, because this thing is no longer safe to take on the road without risking blowing the engine. So yeah, that's where we're at. And just want to close up the video. We didn't close out the video properly because we didn't film some stuff, but don't do what we did with the straps unless you have to. It's an absolute last resource to do that, because we almost had something bad happen, because you know those top strut mounts? We didn't replace those strut mounts. We tried putting it together with the old strut mounts and compressing it with, I think we only had 2 ratchet straps on there. We were able to make it work with 2. We got it on there. We put the nut on. As soon as we took 1 ratchet strap off, because it was the old dry rotted rubber, that thing exploded up right in between me and Jose's face. So don't do this unless you have to, and if you do, make sure you replace all the rubber parts so they do not explode like they did for us. I don't know, this is our fault because this is the parts we told them to order. We didn't even see the complete assembled struts. I didn't even notice it. So me and Jose dropped the ball there, but a little life lesson for you guys to not do what we did here, just to learn. And that's it, y'all. Please like and subscribe.